searches, so it is. For this to happen, we've had to call in professional outfits who are all volunteers. They've travelled from down south, from Tyrone. It's Tyrone Underwater Search and Rescue, and it's Dunboyne Underwater Search and Rescue, with 2 boats out on the loch, going about with divers, and also here we have another team out doing the sonar checks, and if there's anything found, the divers will come in. Between ourselves, family and friends and volunteers, a lot of the ground has been covered in Larne. So the next stage is calling the professional teams to do areas that we obviously can't do. And we've had to work off the support that they've volunteered themselves to help us with, but we do want to fund them and give them a donation because we really appreciate all their efforts.
So what is next if nothing is found today?
The next is basically asking for volunteers and public support again to go out and search the ground as much as we can over and over again. We'll maybe retracing steps, but different people see things differently. So we'll have to sort of rely on something will come up. We'll never give up, and we'll just keep searching and searching and searching. So we will.
Hello everybody and welcome. My name's Lee and I'm a member of Tyrone Underwater Search and Recovery Team, and I'm one of their divers. In recent times we've been involved in the search for missing man Gary Patterson. Gary Patterson lived in Larne in Northern Ireland, and he was going about his daily routine, which we'll talk about further in a minute, and he just vanished. We'll be speaking to his brother Simon Patterson, and he'll be telling us a little bit more about the story, about the hours he has put into the search, about the search teams that have been involved, and we're going to take a look at the route he took, where he went to. We'll go on the map, follow his route, and how he disappeared we do not know. He just vanished into thin air, as the title says. Now there has been a massive search effort involved. Simon has been busy organising search teams, and they've been going on for hours and hours since December. So let's take a look at some of the searching and search parties and what they've been up to and what we was up to as a dive team. So let's take a closer look and let's retrace Gary's footsteps where he set off from his house that October morning. This is Gary's flat where he lived. He'd have left here and down Priory Gardens. He'd have then taken a left down Mill Road. He'd have continued here for a little while and got further where it joined Inver Road, passing Lawn Football Club on the left. He'd have continued along Inver Road, and where it bends round, he'd have gone left, past Lawn and Inver Priory School on the right. He'd have then took the bend on the right and continued and turned left under the bypass and over the river onto Bridge Street. It immediately turned right onto Point Street. It had walked up here, past the Royal British Legion on his left, and continued Pound Stretchers and Iceland on his right. Then he'd have turned left onto Broadway, continued up and turned right onto Main Street. Here is where he stopped at the Tesco Express cash machine and withdrew £100. He'd have then turned back round on himself and gone back down Broadway, and he'd have stopped at Iceland. He went in Iceland, but there was no home delivery slots, so this is Gary's last known location. As you can see from the footage there of Gary's last known whereabouts, you can't just disappear. Somebody must know something or have seen something. Yeah, massive hello, we're here with Simon, Gary's brother. He's going to tell us a little bit about Gary, a bit about what happened, the searches that we've been doing together. So here he is. Hi Simon, mate.
Hi all. Basically the story is Gary went missing from the 20th of October. There was the last CCTV sighting of him coming out of his apartment. From there he went to the local cash machine and then down to Tesco's to ask for a delivery for his shopping. Unfortunately there was no delivery, so we're of the thought that Gary tried to make his way back home, because all the evidence that we've received early doors is that Gary never left his apartment in the intention of going anywhere. So now we've carrying out ground searches and all over the place, and we're just extending all the searches by the great help of Tyrone underwater search team. They have come out now to search the waterways, because their fear is he did land in the river through an altercation or something like that and got washed out into the sea. So the guys are trying tirelessly to see if they can help find him, giving us great support.
Now, what happened with Gary, or what we think, we don't know. Nothing was out of the unusual, was it? He was mega friendly. He was liked, was he?
Yeah, Gary's character was, he was a bit of a loner. So he was kept himself to himself. He didn't take drink or drugs or nothing like that. So anybody he came across was more like acquaintances and all. But everybody we speak to says he kept himself to himself. He was no harm to anybody, but he always had a smile on his face and always was a happy-go-lucky person. We just feel because he was so vulnerable and didn't have a big friends community that something might have happened to him.
And that, what he did was a weekly routine, was it? Like he left his house, he went to the cash point, took money out, went to Iceland. He then went to a charity shop, did he, to get a DVD or?
Yeah, Gary was very much a creature of habit. So it was. So his routine would be go down to the town, do his wee shopping, and like Lee said there was a wee DVD shop just opposite Iceland that he frequented an awful lot. He was never on social media, never used the internet at all. So any needs that way, there's nothing to go on.
But somebody must know something. You can't just disappear out of trace and not be found. Somebody must know something or seen something. There's lots of posters gone out, missing posters. What else have you guys been doing? And if there's anybody watching, Simon, what would you like people to do?
Well, basically, we've got a Facebook group called Let's Find Gary ? Everybody go on that and share all our posts and all. And if you can support us in any other way, via maybe ground searches or even just sharing the awareness that Gary's missing. I mean, we always hope that Gary will turn up safe and well and wonder what the hell's all the fuss about. But reality is, now it's gone on so long, we are expecting to find a body somewhere. We just don't know, but we'll have to keep finding or searching and trying to get closure.
How many days have you been out on the ground actively searching now, Simon?
Well, the number of days, I would say from the 20th of December is when I got notified that he was missing. And from that time till now, we just haven't stopped at all. And obviously, we're having to bring in professional outfits who are a massive support to us, just to extensify the search.
Yeah, well, we're super happy to help you, Simon, any way we can. We're currently on a second day of water searches. The first day we were searching over the other side. We searched a big body of water. We dove on what could have been a deep area where he could have been trapped. We found nothing. We had guys out in the harbour tow diving. They was being pulled up and down the harbour looking. They found nothing. What do you think now, Simon? We're going to go out again in the boat in a minute. You're getting a jacket on. You're coming in out on the boat with us.
Yeah, well, what I say is anywhere we look at that we physically can't search, we've only been able to get searched because the likes of yourselves, professional outfits that know what they're doing and go everything in a safe manner. I'm sort of out of answers as to what we're going to find and where we're going to find, but just to walk away with the confidence, we know that anywhere that we could search has been searched.
And like Simon said, there is a Facebook page. All the links will be in the description. So if you don't mind and you do see this, head over to the Facebook page, give him some support, give it a like and a share, definitely. And if you live in the Northern Ireland, Larne area, or anywhere, just please share this out if you don't mind and spread the awareness that Simon would like his brother Gary to come back home.
Yep.
And if you are scared and you are somewhere and you do see this, Simon,
what I want you to know is your wee flat is there safe for you to come back to. If you're feeling a wee bit sort of what's going on, how can I come back because of everything that's kicked off, basically please come back, reach out. The phone number's on the Facebook page. If anybody knows of where Gary is, just pass it to him and ask him to send us a message. We'll give him all the support we possibly can for him to come back.
Right guys, thank you very much. Thank you, Simon, mate. We are helping you the best we can, mate. If you do know anything, the private numbers are on here. Please get in touch with the police. Have you got anything else you'd like to say, Simon?
Just please, guys, jump on Let's Find Gary ? Facebook group. All the information of everything that's going on and all the tireless efforts everybody's been making will be on there to see.
So if you have seen something or you do know something or watching this video has triggered a little memory of seeing somebody in that quite prominent yellow and black coat, everything is in the description. Please get in touch with either the Facebook group or the police and give them the crime number and please come forward. Somebody must have seen something or knows something.
This is a news report that the BBC carried out. Here you're going to hear a personal account of Gary from his own brother, Simon Patterson. Gary is from Larne in Northern Ireland, and if you haven't heard, please go over to the Facebook page, Let's Find Gary ? Searches have been ongoing from the 20th of December 2024. This is the coat that Gary was last seen in.
Gary's a very, very quiet individual. He's a wee bit of a loner. He keeps himself to himself. He doesn't take drink or drugs or nothing like that. He would have went out in the day and religiously been back in his apartment for 4 o'clock. Gary wasn't dressed, or he didn't have anything packed to go away with him. In his apartment, all the money was sitting there, all his clothes was still in his wardrobes and stuff like that. So you can quite clearly see he was going out to go to the shop or something and come back, return, but he never did return. There's nothing that came clear of outside influence.
If you have any information regarding the whereabouts of Gary Patterson, could you please contact the police on 101 referencing 530.
Thank you everybody for watching. If you don't mind, hit that like, share and subscribe. This really does help, and it helps broadcast this video to a wider audience, and that would be super appreciated. Thank you. Take care everybody, and I shall see you on the next video. Thank you.